Hey, welcome. Today we're going to break down one of the biggest topics out there, artificial intelligence. I know, it can feel super complex, but the goal here is to make it simple, make it clear, and give you ideas that you can really grab onto. So let's just jump right in. I mean, you hear about AI everywhere, right? It's in the news, it's on your phone, it's at your job, but what does that actually mean? Behind all the hype, what is it really doing? Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack.
So where do we even begin? Well, we have to start at the foundation of pretty much all modern AI, and that's its ability to learn.
This is what we call machine learning. And the core idea here is actually pretty wild when you think about it. Instead of a person writing endless lines of code for every possible situation, you just give the AI a ton of data, and it starts to figure out the patterns all by itself. It's all about learning from examples, not from some rigid instruction manual. Okay, so how does this actually work? Let's take a super simple example. You want to teach an AI to know what a cat is. You don't tell it, a cat has whiskers and pointy ears. Nope. You just show it thousands and thousands of pictures, some with cats, some with dogs. The AI just crunches through all of it and starts to notice the patterns itself, like, a lot of these cat pictures have these triangular ear shapes. And after seeing enough examples, you can show it a photo it's never seen before, and it can say with pretty amazing confidence, yep, that's a cat.
You know, a really good way to think about it is like a student studying for a big exam. They don't just memorize one answer. They do tons of practice questions, and over time, they get a feel for the patterns. So when they see a brand new question on the test, they know exactly how to tackle it. Same idea.
Okay, so the big takeaway here is that machine learning recognizes stuff. It's a pattern spotter. But what happens when AI takes the next step, when it goes from just identifying what's already there to actually creating something completely new? And that brings us to the next massive step on this journey. We're moving beyond just learning and recognizing into the world of creation. This is where AI builds on that foundation to do something, honestly, pretty magical. Yup, we're talking about generative AI. This is the tech behind a lot of the tools you've probably been hearing about. This isn't just about spotting patterns anymore. It's about using that understanding of patterns to produce totally original content. We're talking images, music, entire articles that have literally never existed before. For instance, you could just give it a totally imaginative prompt like, draw me a picture of a flying car in space. It understands the concepts of car, flying, and space, and then combines them to generate a completely unique image right there on the spot.
And this is such a great way to put it. It's like having a creative partner on tap. It's not just a calculator anymore. It's an artist, a writer, and a musician all rolled into one powerful tool.
Okay, so AI can learn, and now it can create. So what's next? What's the really big leap? Well, it's when AI goes from just responding to a command to actually taking action on its own. This, my friends, is where agentic AI comes in. The key word here is agent. This kind of AI isn't just about giving one answer or creating one thing. The whole point is that it can understand a big, complex goal, and then it can figure out the steps, make decisions, and use different tools to get that job done, all by itself. Let's make this real. Imagine you want to book a trip. Instead of you searching 10 different websites, you could just tell an AI agent, hey, book me a trip to Paris for next week. It doesn't just spit out a list of flights for you to sort through. No, it goes and does the work. It searches for the best flights, books the tickets, finds a hotel you'd probably like and reserves it, and then boom, puts it all right on your calendar. It handles the whole process. And that really gets to the heart of it, right? An AI agent is a true digital assistant. It's not just a search engine, it's a do engine. It's a helper that can manage complex tasks for you from start to finish. Okay, we've got learning, creating, and acting. Pretty cool concepts. But what does this all look like when you put it to work in the real world, helping people? Let's take a look at a really powerful example: AI and healthcare. And this is super important. We are not talking about replacing doctors here. Not at all. Think of it more like giving them a superpowered co-pilot. It's a tool that enhances their expertise, helping them make better, faster, and more informed decisions. So what does that actually mean in a hospital? Well, it means an AI that can scan an X-ray and spot the tiniest signs of a disease, maybe even earlier than the human eye could. It means a system that can remind patients to take their meds right on time. Or it can analyze data to predict which patients are at the highest risk and might need care urgently. These are real applications that are already saving lives. At the end of the day, it's all about boosting what our amazing human doctors can already do. It's like giving them an extra set of eyes that never get tired and a memory that can hold on to every medical journal ever written. It's about creating superhuman healthcare. All right, we've been on quite a journey, right? From the basics of learning all the way to AI taking action in the world. So now let's just zoom out for a second and put all these pieces together to see the big picture.
So here's the ultimate cheat sheet to keep it all straight. We started with machine learning, that's the student, always learning from data. That evolved into generative AI, the artist creating brand new things. The next big leap is agentic AI, the assistant, which actually acts to get things done. And when we put it to work, like with healthcare AI, it becomes the co-pilot, making human experts even better. The student, the artist, the assistant, and the co-pilot. That's it. And honestly, this is the big idea I want you to walk away with. When we guide it wisely, AI isn't some scary unknown to be afraid of. It's a partner, an incredibly powerful partner that can help us build a future that's more creative, safer, and full of growth.
Which leaves us with this one big final question. We now have a technology that can learn like a student, create like an artist, and act like an assistant. The potential is just immense. The real question now is, what are we going to ask it to do next?